Am I the jerk for getting mad at my girlfriend's friend for messing up our sleeping arrangements? So, I went on this little trip with my girlfriend. One of her friends, who's a guy, and one of her cousins, who's a girl, we ended up staying at this cheap hotel for the night. The place only has like two beds, no sofa, no cots, nothing like that. So, we were discussing sleeping arrangements. I just wanted to sleep in the same bed as my girlfriend, but obviously her cousin wouldn't feel comfortable sleeping in the same bed as a guy she doesn't know. So my girlfriend tells me that she's going to sleep in the same bed as her cousin, and her friend and me are going to share beds. So my girlfriend tells me that she's going to sleep in the same bed as her cousin, and her friend and I are going to share the same bed. Her friend and I protest because we don't want to sleep in the same bed with another man. My girlfriend tells me that unless I want to sleep on the floor, that we're going to have to share beds. So we come up with this decision that we'll sleep on opposite ends. One guy at the head of the bed and the other at the foot. Both of us facing away from the other. And no talking to each other while we were in the bed. That would be dangerous. Girlfriend and her cousin were laughing their butts off at us coming up with this. So later that night, we all get in bed and ready to sleep. Girlfriend had to make it extra weird by joking to us and saying, "Hey, if you guys want to mess around, just let us know so we can watch." So I'm in the bed and I hear him get up to go to the restroom, but I quickly go back to bed. Later, at like 7 a.m., I'm woken up by my girlfriend saying, "Yo, I told you guys to let me know so I could watch." I turn to my side and see that her friend is on the same side as me. And he was facing my back and he was gonna snuggle me. And I loudly say, "What in the world, man? What are you doing on my side?" That's when he wakes up and he's like, "Oh, sorry, man. I was just half asleep when I went to the bathroom and came back. I didn't even realize it." I say, "BS, you didn't realize. You were trying to do some gay stuff to me." Girlfriend and her cousin are laughing their butts off, but I'm mad. We had an agreement, all to avoid some stuff like this, and he broke it. I barely talked to the guy for the rest of the trip, and my girlfriend thought I was being ridiculous. Am I a jerk for getting mad at her friend, or is her friend a jerk for breaking our agreement? Alright, OP. I mean, I know I'm ribbing you a little bit here. It sounds like you are very sensitive over this topic, and that something like this bothers you a lot. And the thing is that her friend was half asleep when he climbed back into bed. He wasn't trying to cuddle you. And the thing is that you could also have avoided this by sleeping on the floor if you really wanted to. And, I don't think that there wasn't anything going on here. And the fact that you're this insecure, I think, really does not play well on you. And, I think that, sure, you're allowed to set boundaries. And in this particular case, I actually do think that some of your personal boundaries were broken and people were laughing at that, and that was probably not funny. But I think probably what they found funny more than anything is the links that you two were going to in order to not be, I guess, gay, as if that would be a bad thing anyways, right? I think the more important thing here is that you're in a relationship with your girlfriend, and you, of course, are, dedicated to her, and you're not trying to sleep around. And I think the thing that you paint, the fact that you paint being gay as such a black mark, I don't think really does well for you. I don't think it puts you in a very good light here. But yeah, anyhow, I think that you're being overly sensitive in this case. I think that you're not really doing yourselves any favor. And I think what they found funny more than anything were the links that you were going to avoid looking like you were gay here. Everyone, I'm sure, was well aware that you two were straight and not attracted to each other, so I don't really understand what you were doing going through all these shenanigans, so to speak, in order to that people wouldn't judge you. And that's what I have a hard time understanding here. I can certainly understand wanting to sleep on opposite ends of the bed. Um, and that's fine. And especially with a stranger who you don't know, I can certainly understand that. That's perfectly legitimate. But really, where I kind of think that you went wrong here was that you kind of ruined a weekend by being low key homophobic. And I think that's really what this kind of boils down to. This guy wasn't trying to cuddle you. He wasn't trying to violate your boundaries. He just got back into bed half asleep and didn't realize that he was facing towards you. So, yeah, I think that you're being overly sensitive in this case. So, yeah. Anyhow, take care and good luck. I can't imagine being so homophobic that sleeping in a bed with someone of the same sex is a big deal. You're the jerk, big time. You're the jerk, and honestly, you're coming across as pretty homophobic. You're the jerk, grow up. You're the jerk. First of all, your rule about no talking when you're in the bed is a little weird. And second, the guy was sleeping. You were being ridiculous. He got up in the middle of the night and came back to bed, not remembering the weird setup that you two had created. What even makes you think that he'd be into you if you're so insecure that even sharing a bed with another guy on your trip with your girlfriend freaks you out? People move around in their sleep all the time. I'm sure you've fallen asleep facing your girlfriend and woken up facing the other way more than once. Info: what makes you think that the dude was gay or bi and that he would find you attractive? And OP replies, I'm cute and in shape. Really, OP? Really? Really, OP? I think that's all I need to hear from you.